Here I am with Rasmus, and I'm gonna show him how to build a Skool membership community to 2K per month. Rasmus, I'm gonna show you a presentation, okay, a one-pager through which we're gonna go. And during this presentation, you can ask me questions, okay? And we will just brainstorm the ideas out of this, whatever you don't understand, just ask away, and we'll see how well this goes. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
So Rasmus, this is the thing, right? The goal of a person who came across, the idea of running a school or running a membership program, right? The goal usually is that person gets to 2K per month recurring income. That's that golden milestone. Does that make sense a little bit?
Yeah, of course. So it's a memberships and they get paid on monthly basis, and maybe we'll get to the charging as we go as well.
Right. So what I have planned here is that's a golden milestone, right? That is a mini milestone before that people usually need to achieve. And that's, I wrote it down here, right? How to get to sign up the first 5 members first, right? So if someone signs up the first 5 members first, they are well on their track then to maybe having 10, 15, 20. And if you can have 20 people paying you $100 a month, right? You do have a recurring income then that comes in every month, and it's like a part-time income, like 1, 2, 3K, right? And I put that as a main milestone for someone, because if someone just gets this part-time income in, then that person is like, whoa, I have almost achieved control over my life here, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're going to talk about, right? How to build a membership program using Skool. You're going to see later why I suggest someone to use Skool. Just for anyone who doesn't know what Skool really is, it's an app like that, right? It's an app where you can host your membership program, and it's very simple for your members to come in, pay you through Skool, come in, have a community access, classroom access, the courses and the stuff like that, and calendar access. It just allows you to have it all in one place. I'm going to talk more about that, because for someone who is starting out, right, with launching their membership program, you want to keep it simple and avoid any technical challenges, because I tried different ways of charging monthly fees to people in the past. I needed to have an order page and Facebook group, whatever, but Skool allows us just to have it all in one place. Did that make sense?
Yeah, so it's basically a system where it makes it easier for me or to make a program.
Yes.
Because everything is in one place, right?
Yeah, just host it on one app, and then you don't need an extra Facebook group. You don't need the order page, but Skool is already connected nicely to Stripe. It pays you out. They don't charge anything extra on top. It's cheap. It's cheaper than Stripe as well.
Yeah.
Now, here, that's our first step to understand this goal. I want to build a membership program and grow it to 1K, 2K, 3K. And I usually teach everyone why someone actually should run a membership program, right? I'm not going to go too much in the benefits right now, but it's because it's recurring. Running a membership program doesn't take a lot of your personal time. You can serve a group of people at the same time, and it's scalable, right? You can coach a group of people, of course, do some one-on-ones as well, right? But it's like, hey, 2-3 hours per week of you having that coaching class with a group. You can serve 20, 30, 40 in that one class, and you can have them all paying you $100 per month, right? So you see, you can scale it, you can grow it, right? Another idea here is that we can still work with one-on-one coaching clients. We can still get high-ticket clients besides of us having a membership program.
Yeah.
So we are doing both. I don't suggest someone to just do one-on-one coaching and just and not have a membership, because I did that myself in the past. I got one client and another one maybe, and the third one maybe, right? And then the package of their ended, and there was no recurring thing. I needed to get another client then, right? So it was so inconsistent. And then people couldn't even stay for much longer with me. I couldn't work with someone who paid me 1 or 2K. I couldn't work with them for a year, right? They paid for 3 months, and then that was it, and they couldn't get results. So there is challenges with just doing one-on-one high-ticket stuff, because you are limited with your time as well. But that's why I suggest, hey, do this plus that, right? Have a membership program, be paid recurring, and that person then can stay. It's more affordable to them to even pay and stay on monthly basis, and they can stay for a year or 2.
Good.
The goal of your membership program is that you deliver to another person certain outcome, certain result. They should go through certain transformation. They should get certain outcome that they achieve. For example, lose weight, be more fit, whatever the niche is, right? And you should design it in a way that they could do this in 1 year, for example, being part of your membership program, right?
Yeah,
now,
that's good.
Yeah. Does this make sense a little bit, like why we are trying to use this model, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can follow up with them for a longer time, once, twice, maybe 3 times a week in a group, and they get to use the course along with the group teaching. And also, I have just one question, and that's so the one-to-one coaching, is that extra paid? Or is it part of this program as well? Is it like 15-minute calls, or how does that
That's
work?
a good question, right? Like on a long term, when everything becomes ideal for you or for me or whoever is running this membership, right? You're not gonna really do one-on-one coaching for $100 per month for a person, right? That's not the goal. The goal is that's more like group coaching, like access to the course, the community on Skool, plus coaching, group coaching, weekly group calls, right? But I strongly suggest someone who is just starting out right now at the beginning, when you're going to go after your first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10 members, do a combination of both group coaching and one-on-one coaching, to be honest. That's why the price should be probably $100 a month. Because if I get this first member right now, I don't even need the second member yet for our mini weekly group call to have. I do it with that person one-on-one maybe if needed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because in the past I did programs, and it's like go through the program step by step and everything works well, and then there is one thing that like just need to have one question, like even just a quick call. So that's what I'm wondering, because if I'm setting up my own community, I want to have that as a part. But
the best thing of this, like when I grew now myself to 30 people in my membership, right? I did a lot of one-on-ones with people. I did them all the time. I did the weekly group call, but before and after the group call, I stayed with some people a little one-on-one, and even if 2 or 3 people were watching, or even after, maybe I scheduled a 15-minute call one-on-one with that person. Why? I want to learn from them, and I want to keep them happy so they stay on my $100 a month. Right now, I'm doing this, let's say, full-time myself already, and I have 30 members plus quite a lot of people on the Skool, the commission thing that I get from people. Just transparency here. By the way, if anyone wants to work with me on a results basis, I can guide you, coach you, help you if you use my Skool link to open your Skool. You can learn more about that down below. So I suggest that we do one-on-one checkups with people so they stay in, they are happy and so on. But there is a way then that if someone's got a lot of money, more money, right? When you go on a call with them before they start with your membership program, or whenever you're sending emails out, right? You could sell some 2-3K packages for one-on-one coaching, and you put those people, sell them the one-on-one for 2-3 months for 2-3K, and sign them up for $100 a month anyway at the same time to be part of your membership. That's the idea that I'm practicing a lot right now. When I go on calls, I ask people, hey, I try to see if they would have more money, and then I would give them the 3-month one-on-one package plus pay me $100 a month. I'll just throw them into the boat. I would give them a little discount kind of on the full package one-on-one if they should go $100 per month as well, because I really want to keep them for later as well. Anyway, that's a side note. Or another idea, Skool has introduced now that we can charge people yearly as well, right? So there should be a difference between you charging person per month, 97, or you could charge them with a discount per year. And if they go in per year, you could throw in a little extra one-on-one attention for them, so you collect that money ahead of time. We'll not go into this right now, but these are just things to know, right? Just means that we can get more money collected ahead of time, and we can still do one-on-ones and high tickets, plus have a strong recurring income here. But yeah, one more point. Anyone, you or me or whoever, we need to treat this program as a mini hybrid coaching program as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I suggest.
Yeah.
It's not just about, hey, I'm going to have this membership community, maybe $30 a month, and I'll have hundreds of people in there passively. Yes, you can if you're a big influencer.
Yeah, we want people to actually get results, so they stick and they actually continue to.
Exactly. and there is connection, and that's what justifies the idea how you can charge $100 per month, because you are giving them coaching as well. It's not like, oh, it's a membership, or it's just a course community, it's a passive thing. No, it's not. And so that's why I'm suggesting, hey, put prices up. 30 people charge 37.49. Yeah, okay, stay there, go, but later increase it, or even begin with this price, because if you get 5-6 people, then you're already making money, all right?
Yeah.
And at least you're like, oh, I got 600 coming in every month now. You know what? Let me stay consistent, 1 hour per day, keep working a little more, and keep adding more wood on this fire, and it's going to go to 20, 30, and so on, right? Now, that's about it, about the first step here. That's our goal, and that's what we need. Someone needs to build as the first thing usually, right? Create your own membership program. Later on here at the end, I will explain you the first 3 steps you should go through to build your stuff, right? Design your membership offer is that first step. I have a free course in my free Skool community. Find the link down below. Come in, you're gonna get this course for free. And the first step is gonna help you or someone, right? Get the membership offer up, decide on the price point, create the course for it. And then I even teach you how to open Skool, to upload it all there, and so on. I already showed you how the Skool looks like, and why someone should use it, right? But through Skool, we can charge people the monthly fees as well. And it's very simple for people to pay on the about page or the order page. If they are on the outside, if they have not come in yet, they can just pay and they come in, and it's all then there for them. They get an auto DM as well from you as an owner. Hey, hello, how are you? Do this first, right? And this kind of things, right? I'll not go into that right now, but that's how this looks like. Any questions, Rasmus, about the first step here?
I think it's very clear. I think we can go on.
Right. So the first step, which you're going to see later in my free course as well, is that you create your membership program, right? And you know why you're creating it, and you have it all ready to accept the first members in. You got to be ready, right? Which is this step. Here we can often do already some content creation as well to learn from people and see what they really want, and we can get them raise hands. And we get some people on the list. We're going to talk more about those shortcuts later, but that's your first step, right? How to have it all up and ready. So now you can accept the first few members. Now, Rasmus, here is the step 2 of the whole idea. How to get people in. Imagine you are ready to charge $100 per month or less or more, whatever, right? But now how to get people in. I created this mini formula here. We call it list building. It's a list of interested people. And I will show you 3 ways of how we build this list of contacts, and I'll show you as well how we then turn and get these people from the list into the membership program, right? So we'll talk, Rasmus, now about these 3 things. Does that make a little sense now?
Yeah, so the reason we build the list is so that we can send them emails and try to sell the course to them later, right?
Yes, and you're going to see here, we can talk to them as well. And most importantly, we don't forget who is our potential client, who we are talking to. So anyone later on who comes from your social media content that you're creating, right? We try to get people on a list. We can manually write some people down as well. And even at the beginning, imagine right now in your life, and if someone is starting out, you probably have in your existing network already 10, 20, 30, 40 people who you already know of that they might be interested in the value of your program. So my point is, the first step that I usually get people to do anyway is, can you think of 10, 20, 30 people in your network, your past, previous clients, anyone who's already engaging with your content, who commented, who interacted with you in the past? Can you write those people down manually? Because we can manually kind of reach out to them and talk to them and potentially sign them up into the program, right? I teach a very authentic way of talking to people, chatting with them, getting them on the calls, talking with them on the calls, and asking them a probing question. Hey, would you want to interact with me more, right? I have this membership program. We could keep meeting on weekly basis, right? Are you open to knowing how that looks like? And then they will be like, yeah. And then we turn that call into a sign up, right? I'll not teach this right now. It's another 40-minute lesson of how to talk to people. But that's that first way of building a list. writing some people down manually and being able to talk to them. Rasmus, before I continue, what's your question? I have two more things to say to you before you're going to really understand the whole idea, but give me your question, because probably it's related to those one or two things, right?
Okay, so I have one question, and that is, I think I can build a membership, but for me, it's maybe a little bit, I don't know, to message people I know would be maybe a little bit uncomfortable. Is there other ways to also build a list where I don't contact people that I know? Maybe in the beginning, just as I get the few first and kind of build confidence, and then I can do
that. Here, I'm not saying that we need to email a message, or chat with, message our brother or our mother or our friends from high school. I'm not saying that. We don't want to message those people. I don't want to message those people, because I'm like, is my brother going to sign up with me? Except if I know that my brother or my cousin or whoever or my friend, they have real big challenge of losing weight or whatever. I'll be like, hey, he actually should be in here, freaking thing, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna message my brother, my sister, and these kind of people. Emotions aside, we don't even need to put those people on a list. But here I'm saying, I teach this in my free course, who to write down. Right? Maybe previous clients who stopped working with you, right? Maybe some people who, when you post anything about losing weight on content or on social media, and everyone is always talking to you, oh, I eat this, I don't exercise enough, like that kind of person we write down manually. Why we write people down manually is because there is people in your head right now. We put them visually on the list so we don't forget to ask them and talk to them. Even later, you're going to see that whoever we get across of locally at some kind of events or in the gym or whatever, if you're a weight loss coach, or online, when people are commenting on YouTube or on social media, right? I wrote here content attraction, right? We write those people manually down as well, because we can reach out to them via DMs. I'm just saying that this method allowed me to sign up my first 20 people just talking to people. Chats to DMs, content first, of course, or anything like that creates those chats, but then that allowed me to sign up 20 people when I started for $100 a month. And I didn't need to build an email list for that. I didn't even need to run like workshops or do ads and stuff like that, right? Does that make sense why I'm leaning into this so much?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So if it's people that you have worked with or you think is very good for fit for the program, then it would be appropriate to send them a direct message and ask for
and probably
if they want to join.
Exactly. Probably it's just not so clear right now because I have not written down those 3 ways of how I write people down, right? But I will teach that. Just trust me, guys. Like we will discuss this in our free course. I need to teach you the whole thing anyway later on. But now you need to understand this full idea, right? So another thing is, where do we write people down to, right? And the simple answer is, when I started, I wrote down people into an Excel document, right? Imagine an Excel document, and I just put name and email, and I'm like, okay, this previous client, I really need to talk to. By the way, how many people I sign up from my previous clientele? A lot, to be honest, as well. I'm like, oh, I worked with that person a year ago for 1K or so, and we stopped working. I'll message her, hey, you know what? I have this thing. I'm making 2-3K now per month. Do you also want to make this money or whatever? That's just how the chat would go, right? Whatever.
Yeah, I understand.
It would be more authentic than that, but. And then I signed up my previous clients for $100 a month now, and now they are staying. I'm just saying, right? So where do we write people down, right? I'll show you that right now, but also here you see, why do we build the list? When we get them to this step, we can then talk to them and tell them that we have this idea, this offer where they can achieve this outcome, right? And then the question is here, hey, do you want to interact more and be guided on that journey of achieving the outcome? This is the price point. This is how it looks like. This sentence is very important here. This is the whole thing of how we and why we talk to everyone. And when we send emails out, this is what we talk about in our emails. I got this, I can help you get this outcome. I have this special offer. This is how it all looks like. You're going to learn a lot later on about the call to actions, how to write emails, how to create content. Do this right now. If if you were interested, or if you want to take that next or whatever, right? People always do take action. 5-10% of people on my email list or whoever I talk to, they always, some of them really, always there are people who take action. This totally will work.
Yeah,
it works, right, for me. So that's just so you know why we are building the list, because these are the people who we will run through this statement. Do you want the outcome? Oh, cool. Here is how you can do this with me. This is how we can work more together, and blah, blah, blah. And then that's the thing here. That's very important. Now, talking a lot, but here is where we write people down to. That's the advanced way. I have a mini software here that I use. It's called a CRM. I'm not going to go into this technical stuff too much right now, but just so you know, and anyone who works with me as well, if you come into my free Skool community, we can discuss how I can give you this software to use. We can write contacts down like that, and we can tag people on the right here. We know exactly who are our members, who are in my case, in my free Skool, and all sorts of other things, right? But just this also allows me to talk to people now. There is more advanced things like a sales pipeline here. We can email people from here. We can mass email people this way. This is a management software. We can write manually people into this right now as well, and we can reach out to them and talk to them. Okay, just heads up, because the second point now here is how we build a list of contacts is email list building as well. And this software allows us to also have like a door, an opt-in page, a website mini door that allows people to come to our list of interested people on their own. So here we were more like, hey, let's talk, right? But this is already now a passive way. People can come to our email list on their own, to this whole thing. And these things can become more automated. Rasmus, does that make sense? Where this is going? Right?
So does the email software have an opt-in page, or you can create opt-in pages, right?
Exactly. So I have a template example here that I usually give to whoever I work with and so on. And this is an idea of a lead magnet called an interest list. I know of a few different lead magnets, right? I usually give people away like a video on my social media, on my Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn or YouTube. Hey guys, I got this 10-15 minute video, comment video, and I'm gonna send it to you, right? That's not this page, right? This page is like, hey guys, I have a community where you can lose weight or whatever, comment invite, and I'm gonna send you more info about my private community and course and so on. People now here request more info about my community, my paid community. They don't know it's paid yet.
Yeah.
Right? They don't know it's paid, but they are like, I want to know. I want to get info. When they give me their name and email now, they will join. They will be redirected to my paid Skool. They could sign up on the spot right now. But what also happens is they're going to be now tagged here in the software that they are on an interest list. They will start receiving an automated email sequence that's going to sell them into the Skool membership program on its own, passively. They're going to get 5-7 emails in a row through the period of 2 weeks or so. And those emails will get us direct signups.
Yeah.
That's a very cool thing for the future growth and so on, right? This is an advanced thing, to be honest. We don't even need to begin here building this yet to sign up the first 5, 10, 15 people. We can just do it the first way that I showed. But I'm teaching what's ahead here, because I'm working with a lot of people and they can do both of these two things at the same time. Sign people up right now, plus combine, because this is all connected as well. I'll tell you what I wrote here in a mini text, right? And prepare yourself to be able to sign up people passively, because that's the whole point of having Skool membership platform program. You could sign up people for $100 on a passively. So let me wrap this up idea. Rasmus, you can ask a question, but here I wrote as well that these emails that we send out, they get people to reply to our emails as well. I don't have a visual example of an email right now already. I could find it, but when I send the first email out, hey, thank you for showing me your interest about joining, about the community that I have for you. Here is more info. you can sign up through the Skool link right now. That's what the first email tells them. But at the bottom is like PS. If you have any questions before you join, or if you think that this is not for you yet, or whatever the questions you have, reply to this email, we will talk. Those replies allow us to lean back to the first thing that we learned, chat with them now via email or via DMs or whatever happened there, and maybe go on a call if you need to go on a call to close that person, or close them via email, via DMs. So this is all connected, right? Another thing here is that some emails will be like, hey, you've been receiving my automated emails for 3 days now. I've not seen you taking action yet. Do you have any questions? That's this fourth email. I'm inviting you to a free call with me. Some emails, I put 3 emails out of 8. Actually, it's more than 8, 9 maybe emails altogether, inviting people to schedule calls with you. You see what's happening here? We do both. Try to get automatic signups, but some emails get people to reply or to schedule calls, because that app that I showed you before, the software, this feature as well, that you can have a calendar appointment booking page on it as well. It's like Calendly, but this is all in my app. I give this app, by the way, to my members as well, right? So if anyone needs help and build this automated system, just let's message each other, we'll talk, right? And I'll give the software to you. But this is also connected now to the software. If someone will book a call, the software will know that this person is scheduling a call now with me, and so on, right? So does that make sense, Rasmus, what's happening here?
Yeah, absolutely. It does.
This, guys, is advanced stuff, I understand, and it's maybe overwhelming to some, but I'm just painting to you that long-term picture, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months. That's where I am right now. I built this for myself. I can sign people just by sending an email out. I can manually send an email out. Hey, I got this special opportunity, 3 spots only available. I want to work with 3 people, very private, whatever the excuse is, the urgency, blah, blah, blah. And 3 people maybe will respond, and I'll squeeze some juice out of the email list lemon now here, right, again. So with that said, that's that second thing. I'm extending this presentation, but I didn't know we're going to go nicely deep into all of this, right? Look, if that's that first thing, right, talking to people, being able to enroll people manually, that's an automated way already. But I have the third way of email list building, or building a list of contacts that allows us also to enroll groups of people at the same time. And it allows us to build an email list very fast as well. It's called organizing live workshops. This is the most advanced thing then, which I did already 3 workshops on my own in the past now. And I signed up after every workshop 2 or 3 people out of 10 that came to the live workshop into my program. I'm going to do so many more workshops now in the next weeks, because this idea connects again the first 2 steps, and it adds on top a little more. It connects it all together. Look what happens here. You organize a weekly workshop, you get a bunch of 10, 20 registrants, which builds your email list from your social media or from wherever, right? Even from your email list, right? People will sign up for your workshop, and that means that they are more interested, right? It's the right time for them to go a little further, right? And then you make an announcement on that workshop call that they can join, and 3-5 people can be enrolled at the end of the live class at the same time. It's like workshops, live classes here are sales calls on steroids. That's what I figured out when I was doing that. I'm like, I'm selling to 5-6 people right now instead of just talking to one-on-one person. But you cannot do this if you never learned how to talk to one person on a mini call first. So that's why it's all connected, right?
Yeah.
So just before you ask your question, just to finalize here, after the workshop class, if people didn't sign up as those 2-3 people who sign up as a mini group, right? You can always follow up with people after the workshop manually and get some sales calls booked as well. And because if the workshop was 1 hour long, for example, right? Some people don't have that extra time to stay for 5 more minutes, then they needed to leave, but they actually would maybe want to sign up, right? We can follow up with everyone and get another 2-3 calls booked, and that provides us with the pipeline of leads to talk to. That's why that software that I showed you before, it's got a feature called manual or sales pipeline. That's how I call it. We can move people from here, talking to them, or this guy follow up, offer presented, booking a call. So it's like a pipeline of moving people and knowing who we need to sell. That's another advanced stuff. I'm not going to go into that, but that's how we make sales. Talking to people, emails, sending emails out, and automated stuff, plus maybe this advanced stuff that makes you go really fast. Then questions, Rasmus? Okay, that's a lot, I know, but that's how
it's a lot. But no, not really any questions. Maybe for the group workshops, do you usually do slides? And about how long do you have the workshops? Is it 1 hour, or maybe it depends on the offer as well?
I designed it. I talked to someone about this last time, that I was like, I don't want to do like a 3-day workshop for 1 hour a day. How could I do it in 1 hour? Because then I could do them even weekly or twice per month or once per month, because it's simple to run it. It's like a mini Zoom class, a webinar like this one. And there are a few ways. You can either have slides or even have no slides at all. Or you can have it in one Google Doc or a little more written down so you can share a screen, right? It's not even that important how you present that presentation, but there is an agenda to go about of how to do the workshop, which is written out in my classroom as well. But the point is that, hey, people come, first 5 minutes, we just talk to them, we get them to comment, state their questions on a Zoom call, and then we do the presentation for 20 minutes. We teach them the plan, the 3 steps of how they can achieve the outcome. I could teach this on my workshop, but I have a little different presentation. I mean, people need to watch this video ahead before they come to my workshop, right? But I already I create a custom plan on my live class for them of how to sign up the first 5 people, right? Teach for 20 minutes on a workshop class, and then tell them that there is a way that you guys can interact more in the future and actually implement this plan together, right? I mean, there is Q&A, of course, in between, but under 1 hour, 3, 4, 5 people at the end of the 1 hour could be signed up. 15 last minutes are for signing people up, and then you extend it for another 15 minutes to give them onboarding and free coaching for those who signed up, right? On that, and then you risk. That's how that works, right? There is a whole module in my course about that's coming up. That wraps this step up, okay? So it's quite some to this, but let's not overwhelm. At the end, I'm just going to look back to this, hey, how to sign up the first 5 members first. And I'm going to probably say, hey, just talk to, 20 people. How to build a list of 10, 15, 20 people, talk to them, get them from the chats to the calls, sign up 5. That's what I get as part of my free course. That is a module just about that, how to talk to the first few people. It is all about you knowing that you need to talk to 20 to 30 people, and then it is about knowing how to write people down on the list, Excel document, which I give you for free. And then here is the next lesson, how to create some lead gen content that gets you a few more people on the list, but that's a bonus. I'll name it bonus here. And then how to talk to people. There is a script that looks like this, and I put it all on a 1-pager, which is very nice. Like how to chat with someone, create a connection, invite for a call, schedule a call, remind them before the call to come, and then do the call. And here I show for free how to then close someone and get them started for $100 a month, right? Guys, even if you see this script, you copy it right now, whatever, come into my free school. You're going to get the document to this. I'm giving away this for free because I've done so many calls. And it would really help you a lot if you could sign up some people through that yourself or so. Yeah, so if any one of you wants those steps, right, there is a free course. It teaches you how to sign up the first 5 members, and it also teaches you how to create a membership program, how to open Skool, and so on. All right.
Yeah, it looks like a good plan.
It's advanced, right?
But I want to learn more about it. So I already know some of this, and I want to learn a little bit more. So
yeah.
And it seems like you know this well. So
exactly. Look, Rasmus, I don't expect you to get results or anything like that right now out of this 20-minute call here, right? Even half of these things will be forgotten. But let me tell you this idea. anyone who I work with, I have a clear path for that person, as you can see probably right now, of how I get someone to 2K per month, because I am a master, let's say, of these steps that I've wrote down. And I don't get lost when people ask me questions, because I prepared myself really well and I exactly know where to point someone to, and I exactly know what's that next thing for someone to do to move one step forward. So I just throw that in, because if anyone feels overwhelmed, I'm like, no worries, come into my free school, let's chat. I'll tell you how to get to the first 5 members and then some, and maybe build some automated stuff as well later. If we interact more, I help you with that stuff as well. Just that's it. But I wrote another module here that I teach in my free school and in my membership program as well. Okay, how to actually now write, record videos, how to attract more people from social media, so we have some people actually that we can keep adding to the list. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, like, if we needed the first few, all right, no worries, but how to get more people to be fed in, that's, this module is called Content Client Attraction Method. And it tells it kind of all in one name here, right? How to create social media content so you can attract people, potential clients, to you and get them to take action. Just understand that. The goal of this method of you creating YouTube videos, reels, stories, which I talk about here, the different formats that exist, right, is to get people to comment. There are call to actions here, you see. Click the link, either comment or message you, or just engage in the chat, in the comments, because then guess what? Those comments lead to chats again, right? But you see, content leads to the list anyway. If someone clicks the link in stories or in your bio or wherever, or they comment certain word because we told them so, you see, there are 3 types of content pieces that I create here. I might throw another word about those here as well, SAP right now, but or we get people to message us. These roads lead to the list, and the list and talking, those 3 things convert them then into our program. Some roads, to be honest, lead directly into the program as well, because we can often just throw our school payment link, I mean that page, in our YouTube videos here and there, and just boom, someone will come in straight away. Those are also the ways, but they don't happen that often, just saying. They do still. Now, with that said, look, what I was going to say here is, before your content can work, right, you want to optimize your social media channels a bit as well, right? And I wrote that as the first thing here. You see, knowing, of course, what makes you attractive, that's a very nice lesson. Like, but then you need to optimize your channels, because if someone finds you on YouTube or on Instagram or so, they need to see your profile photo, maybe cover photo that tells them what you do, and they should be able to take some kind of action here, you see, by a link. Yeah. That needs to be here. You know how many, I get a lot of, that's a bonus lesson in my free course as well, how to do a YouTube channel to get a lot of traffic coming to you. Look how many subscribers I have, almost none. Started 4 months ago. All of these subscribers are very quality. They came for the value and not for the entertainment. YouTube is feeding me with a lot of people messaging me. I just joined your school. I need help. I found you on YouTube. Wondering if you would be able to give me one-on-one consultation on my YouTube. Guess what happened here? I got the person into the free school. They came on their own and so on. We chatted. I mean, in my case, it's a free school. In your case, could be an email list or chats or whatever, right? From YouTube, you can get them. There are ways, right? And another one came across your YouTube yesterday, right? And became my client. Cheryl became my client. Also, Tony became my client. And so on and more, right?
So just one question. In the course, do you teach how to write scripts for the videos?
Yes.
And ideas, and maybe also editing?
Yes. This content client attraction method teaches it all. You see here, copywriting framework. There exists a very simple copywriting framework, which is like, always open up your content, whether that's a video or it's a written stuff or so, with a topic, with an idea. Hey, this is what I'm going to show you right now. There are these content lead generation topics to choose from. open up with a topic, then you can, in a video, YouTube video, you can have a mini soft call to action after 30 seconds. You can say, if you would like to get more help to apply this idea that I'm going to teach you, show you right now, make sure to find a link in the description down below this video and take that step, right, on your own. Like, get the video lead magnet, or go into my request more info about our private community, right? You remember that opt-in page before, right? Mm-hmm. It builds then an email list and gets people to sign up to your paid school, right? And then you give the soft call to action in this YouTube video right now, or if you're writing this to Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and then you teach them the topic that you promised. Teach, show, and finish with another call to action, and just say. So we could take an example any of those 3 points here, because that's how this all works. Like three categories of lead generation topics of what to create content on. The first one is telling people that they can actually achieve certain outcome. What's possible? Lose weight. This is how you lose weight, you tell them. You see, this is how to achieve the outcome. It's very small, and then you transition into call to action always. You see, I just started teaching, always transition in a call to action, and sometimes don't, of course, right? But just always learn how to do it. And then you say, I have a community, whatever, where you can get more help about achieving the outcome, comment invite or so. You see what happens here, comment invite, one of the call to actions. People will be like, oh, I want to know more. And they will come and invite about the community. So that's the first one, what's possible. The second one is more like, hey, you have this problem that's stopping you from achieving the outcome. This is the solution. Comment video and I'll send you a full video teaching you that solution. Or comment invite and you're going to get more info about my community that helps you apply the solution. That's how that works, right? We can always mix things, but let's begin with the basics first. And so if this one was the outcome, hey, this is possible. Hey, this is how you solve the problems that are stopping you from achieving the outcome. The last one is, hey, this is how I can help you. You need to create some offer promotional content pieces on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, right? You say, hey, I have this program. I'm looking for 5 people, or I have this free consultation for you, whatever you say. I'm interchanging the ideas of the topics. I have a library of 50 topics already in my free school as well. To choose from to do all of those 3 things. And then you say, comment interested if you would like to claim or this call with me or be one of those 5 case studies that I'm building, whatever we say to them, right, as part of the topic. But you see, I'm always following the same framework, because that's my answer to your question, right? Intro, teach, tell them what they should do next. And there are different formats to create content pieces through. On this picture, you can see some, right? Like YouTube videos, reels, posts, stories, short 2 steps that just I cannot go into this, it's a lot. But the key here of this idea is how to be consistent. I have a content management mini app software where I kind of just prepare ahead some of my content pieces. And the goal is to post 2 to 3 per week. You know, a few emails to your email list, a YouTube video per week, and a few extra smaller ones on Instagram, Facebook, whatever someone is using. How to be consistent, because this content gets us engagement, gets people taking action, right? And that makes it easier on us. Okay?
Mm-hmm. So I was wondering a little bit, because the YouTube, I guess it's the YouTube algorithm, and how often do you suggest uploading videos? Is it like once a week, twice a week? And how often, or how important is it to be consistent, maybe on the same day, every week? Because I guess it's not just to put, 5 videos and then forget about it.
Someone needs to begin with the first video first, right? If that's a YouTube thing, right? There is even a course here that teaches you how to do that. It's a free one. It's a bonus course that I teach. Right? So usually, 1 or 2 per week is okay. That's what I'm doing. I'm just throwing my videos out there. Here, I teach you how to produce the videos, right? I usually, of course, optimize your YouTube channel first, right? And I teach you here how to do a keyword research, because a lot of people are searching for the value of your stuff. That's why people are right now finding me about how to build a membership, how to start Skool, how to solve this problem on Skool, and so on. If I was never gonna put my videos out there, no one could find me. And I found the keywords of what people search. I have a lesson here again. It's a lesson in my free school to learn how to do keyword research with Google, with the keywords planner from Google, right? So, and then it shows here how to do the individual videos. Begin with one first. I want to see your first YouTube video first. And in that video, you could just teach the full topic first. Hey, this is how to achieve the outcome in 3 steps. Oh, you know what? Go into the description down below. There is or comment or whatever. Take that next step to get more help, or even book a call with me if you want to go straight to the thing. Right? Oh, I'm more complicated right now, but you know, we talked about that in this video already, right? So you see, that's my answer, Rasmus. Right? Begin with one first. And then do one a week if you can. That's for YouTube, right? For Facebook, Instagram, I mean, you also need to begin with the first one, second one, third one. So they start stacking down below in the profile, and people are like, oh, I can do something about it. They can click, right? Or they can
maybe the Facebook can be more frequent,
more
is easier to maybe create than a long video.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, do both.
And look where we are ending right now. My answer actually ends with what I should begin with here. What makes you attractive to get more people coming to you, right? I mean, the first note that I have is you need to be present online. If you are not present, no one can find you. How can you be attractive if no one can even find you? No one can see your stuff. Be present. And then the second thing, what really makes you attractive is you giving value, you giving solutions to people for free. Do you see how much I gave today out? So giving value and giving for free. People are like, oh, this person helped me now for free. I guess what's on the other side? I mean, I need more help. I'll take that action. And by the way, giving value builds their authority. They are like respecting you. They are like, this person helped me a lot. I will subscribe. I want to see more from this guy, right? And even then, when they go on a call with you, they're like, this person helped me already so much. Like, there is that authority connection, right? They saw a lot of your content already. And they will take action because they want to go faster with you now. And you're authentic. You're a real person. You gave them so much, right? They do take those actions because they want to go faster. They want to be guided. They don't want to be lost still just by watching your videos, right? That's how this works. That's what makes you attractive. Putting your stuff out there. If you don't, here is the last wrap-up thing, right? What moves the needle, right? If you are not active on daily basis, creating some content, talking to people, building this stuff, running this system, you cannot succeed. So the final answer here for the whole thing to work is you need to accept this idea of content creation, chatting, be there for people, serving your community. It's all written here. You need to accept it as part of your lifestyle. It's my life here right now, lifestyle, doing this. And I'm paid the full-time salary just for my own stuff. And I work 2, 3, 4 hours per day and then some, or sometimes much less, because I can take a day off if I don't, whatever, right? So I rather do this work than work any other job.
Yeah, I agree.
Where I would be limited, right? So you see, that's how this all works. I'm wrapping up right now. We can have a quick chat about anything now, Rasmus, but the first step for someone is to sign up the first 5 people first. There is a free course here in my school. You can just find the link down below this video. Just click. You're going to see free schools or school or whatever. Click on that, come in, join, and you're going to get access to the 3 steps: designing your membership offer, set up the Skool platform, sign up the first 5 members. I showed you already this in the past. And you're going to get free guidance from me in the Skool community and interact with the community there and with us, right? And then you're going to work on getting to your 20 sooner or later, right? 10, 20, 30 people building these systems. And anyway, I have answers about all of this, right? But Erasmus, you see how this can work for you as well, right? To get your first 5 people right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think also the model, it's it's working for a lot of people, and I see that you have a lot of knowledge about it. So I'm very interested.
Yeah, and we're going to continue working together here. So I'm going to provide you with guidance going through those first steps and so on. That's what we already discussed. But for everyone else who is watching, ask your questions down below. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Also, if you want, subscribe to see more of this stuff. But find down below the link to the free Skool. Get access to the free Skool course of mine. We can interact more there, and we can do stuff together. Then I can guide you and so on, right? Rasmus, any last words? How did you like the presentation? Is it overwhelming, or how would someone apply this knowledge?
I think it's a lot, but also it's very doable. And I know it's like, that's why I want to get into the course and study it. And I also know, since there is this many group goals and one-on-one coaching, then I think it's very doable. And also the business idea I have, I think it's very doable. So I'm very interested to join.
No, the whole point is, you see, if you are part of a community or so, right? I mean, if someone is part of the community, right? Community meaning, hey, you have someone to talk to on the other side. Like here, we are talking about this one stuff right now, one thing. I mean, it's different energy than just being on your own, right? I mean, you can chat in the forum there. You can ask questions. We are always like together for weeks, months. My community is, one of them is free. I have a paid one as well, right? Where I give people even more help, support, right? And so on. But my point being, it's so much different if there is more people talking about the same stuff, and you can have your questions answered, and just the energy is better, and so on. All righty, cool.
I'm happy about the call. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. You too. Yeah. Bye.